Slightly Unblended, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. Today I thought it would be fun to play around with the kind of pastel but rainbow shades in the Faded to Hue palette. So if you'd like to see how this looks, then just keep on watching. Hello everybody, I'm so excited about this look. I'm taking the Colourpop Fade into Hue palette and my lid is primed with the Gerard Cosmetics Clean Canvas in white. I'm taking my dough color number 9 brush and the shade Take It Easel, and I'm starting to apply it in like a wing shape on the outer V of my eye. Just taking it and making it winged out, and I'm only going to take it about onto the eyeball area so that we can go in with purple. So this is a little bit different. I had a lot going on. I kind of touch on it at the end, but this night I was just like, I was planning on this not being a voiceover, but my cat was sick, so I just did a voiceover real quick because I was checking on him a lot. So I kind of feel like even the style of this video is a little bit different. I didn't speed much up. It was a pretty quick look anyway. It didn't take very long to do, but I'm just applying the eyeshadow and patting it all over my lid. Now I am taking the shade Selfie with the same brush, just cleaned off, and I'm blending the two shades together, doing patting motions. Just pat, 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 like that, and you get a nice gradient and cute little blend. I love the shades in the Faded to Hue palette, especially like the lighter, almost more pastel ones. I feel like they are like the perfect dreamy rainbow blend. I really didn't take many other brushes other than this one for this look, so if you do not have any of the dough color brushes, just a short small shader kind of fluffy brush will work, because it's just a lot of patting the shades down, patting them together. As you can tell, I'm kind of applying them and just patting them the whole time. So I went back in to the first shade and touched it up a little bit because I felt like I needed to make it more even with the blending. I'm just kind of flicking it outwards and just patting these two together. Kind of like the most time consuming part of this look is just patting the shades together to blend them, because that is a little bit different than how I normally do it. But with these shades being so light and easy to blend, it's fairly easier just to pat the shades and it blends them out very well. So I'm just going to go ahead and wing this upwards and outwards just a little bit more to make sure that I'm getting the shape that I want. Now I'm going into the shade Lovecraft. I've got the brush cleaned off yet again, and I'm just going to pat it on to the purple shade here, doing little pats, getting the shape. I'm only going to take it just a little bit, about another third, fourth of the way, to get ready to apply the gorgeous yellow. So I'm just getting the shape that I'm wanting, getting it nice and blended together, patting motions, and look at how cute already. Like, isn't that a vibe? So depending on how vibrant you would like your colors to be, I recommend going in and applying them, blending them together, and going back in and touching the shades up as you go, just so it's on that nice vibrance level. These are lighter colors, so I just felt like it was good to go in and touch them up. Oh yes! Alright, now I'm going to go into the shade Big Smile, which is such a gorgeous yellow. It has a reflex of like, there's a just sparkly reflex. I was going to say of like glitter. I'm not exactly sure. I've had this palette for like a year, but I do really like this yellow. It's sparkly. It makes me happy. It's just a nice yellow. So I'm taking it and I'm patting it. I'm taking the same brush. It's cleaned off so that the colors don't muddy together. I'm taking it and just patting it and blending it with that Lovecraft shade, the really cute pink. Doing little pat, pat, pats back and forth, pataroos, you know the drill. And then I'm going to go in and touch the shades up yet again just to make sure that they are nice and evenly blended. To me, blending is repetitive, but also it is the key to a nice and vibrant look. If you want your colors to be more vibrant, it is a really good idea to kind of just go in and blend your shades and then go back in and add a little bit more of the shade that you just finished blending. I feel like it makes them stand out a little bit more. They pop just right, and it's just a cute look, I feel like. So right here, I was just kind of going in and touching each shade up and getting them all nice and blended together, just for a more gradient and seamless blend. Next up is the gorgeous shade Designer. It is a lime green but light, and it is just so fun. I don't know, it's just like a green that I gravitate towards, especially in this palette. So what I'm doing now is applying it to the inner corner area of my lid and blending it with the yellow, just to get it nice and seamless and just so cute. Look at that. Like, they blend together so well, and to me, the lighter shades in this palette are my favorites to work with. And normally I'm all about a dark, dramatic look, but the light colors in this palette, yes, I live. So now I'm just going in and touching the shades up, making sure that that blue is nice and blended out, making sure it's as long as I want it to be, just kind of like winging it, pat, 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 and getting it nice and blended with that stunning purple. So this is the part of the blending process where I just go in and make sure that everything is nice and touched up. And in the middle of saying this is the part of the blending process, I thought about the Jetty Bone song, The Part, and in that she's like, this is the part of the process where you leave me behind, and oh my gosh, my heart every time. But this is the part where I just go in and make sure that I have every shade nice and touched up and have it as vibrant as I want. So just going in, blending, and then kind of like doing back and forth windshield wiper motions to blend them out, because it was a lot of packing at first, but then going in and getting the colors built up, I didn't want it to be harsh. I wanted it to be more diffused. So I was going in and just very lightly doing back and forth windshield wiper motions to get a nice gradient and more airbrushed effect, more diffused, less harsh. Blending can be repetitive, but blend till your wrist hurts. Just kidding, don't do that, but just blend it out. If you feel like it looks a little harsh, blend more. It's a little time consuming, but it's so worth the time in my opinion. I felt like this turned out so cute. Also, be sure to use a light amount of pressure while blending. So now I'm taking my Devault Beauty Lounge mantra liner, and this mantra says, good things can and will happen for me. So I'm taking it in a liner brush that I got off of Amazon, and I'm drawing little gleams. My friend Slay with Desiree on Instagram had recently done a look, and she did these little star gleams that I thought were so cute and added gems onto the center of them. So like, I got a little bit of my inspiration from her because I just am obsessed with her work. So this is kind of difficult to explain, but also kind of difficult to do. I had to practice on the back of my hand, but I'm just kind of taking this brush and I'm drawing kind of like a cross, but in the center of the cross, I'm kind of doing like a diamond shape, if that makes sense. So like kind of taking it down and like with the corners of like the long ways, I kind of angle the line kind of catty cornered. I wasn't even sure if I could do it, but I felt like I liked it. Okay, everybody, I'm sorry that this was a voiceover. My cat is not feeling well, and that's like my baby. So, in between trying to film everything, I have been watching him, trying to make sure that he's staying hydrated and everything, and I'm a worrywart, so I was like really stressed out. I'm still stressed out, but yeah. And I just learned how to draw the little gleamy stars. My friend Slay with Desiree did a look where she did them, and I was obsessed, so I wanted to learn how to like do them and try to like play around with liner, because I've been wanting to play with graphic liner looks for a minute. I just doubt myself a lot. But let me know what you'd like to see next down below. If you'd like to keep up with my awkward face and shenanigans while I'm not here on YouTube, I'll have all my social medias linked in the description box down below. And if you want to keep up with me while I am here on YouTube, please hit the subscribe button. It means so much to me, and I appreciate it so much. I want to thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you'd like to see next down below, and I hope that I'll see you in the next one. Bye!